Hi there. In this video, we'll show you how Vinton combines AI note-taking with field-level precision to automatically keep Salesforce up to date. Rather than simply recording and transcribing meetings, Vinton understands the context of each conversation and updates the right records and fields natively inside Salesforce. Here we are in the Opportunities view. I'll choose one of the open opportunities. As you can see, we have all our calls showing here in the opportunity. This top call is related to our participant Catherine, who's associated with this opportunity. As you'd expect, Vinton has captured the meeting, stored the recording, produced a full transcript, and generated a concise summary so anyone can quickly understand what happened without watching the call. It's also drafted a follow-up email. It's suggested some next steps that need to be taken after the call. It does this by capturing all the action-related statements that are mentioned. They can also be transformed into a Salesforce task with one click, assigning the task to an owner and adding further notes if required. But that's only the first half of the story. While the Notetaker is helping users by removing post-meeting admin, Field Agent is helping Salesforce. Rather than leaving valuable information inside a transcript, Field Agent analyzes a conversation in the context of the related opportunity and automatically updates the fields that matter. Here, Vinton has enriched the description, updated fields aligned to the sales methodology, and captured information that would normally rely on a salesperson remembering to type it in later. Vinton treats every conversation as new Salesforce data. Field Agent understands what changed during the discussion and updates the CRM accordingly, ensuring your records become richer after every interaction. You might have just walked out of a meeting, finished a phone call, or remembered something on the train. You'll promise yourself to update Salesforce later, but it's easy to forget. With Vinton, you can simply speak your update as a voice note and add it to the record. Let's say we have some additional thoughts to add to this deal. Instead of typing them into Salesforce, we can use Vinton's voice note functionality to leave a voice update. If we click on the Hey Vinton button, it will allow us to record a voice note. The exact same thing is also available on mobile, as you can see here. In this example, we'll record the voice note with a few additional updates we want to capture.
Via recording a new voice note, I was just talking to Catherine. She mentioned that the CFO has given the green light to the project, so we are going ahead. They want to see a revised proposal for 200 licenses. They have allocated some budget. I think she expects the approval to be very quick because the CFO, as mentioned, is very enthusiastic. It will be around, in the 50 to 60,000 mark that they have allocated for this. The CFO has requested that we send over compliance and security documentation alongside a revised proposal. Catherine also mentioned that she has a few additional items that she would like to see in terms of the contracts, which she will send over so I can incorporate into the contract.
After the voice note has been recorded, we land back directly into Salesforce. We can see a new voice note is being processed. Give it a few seconds and it'll be ready. Once the recording has been processed, AI gets to work. First, the AI note-taker captures everything that was said, creating a transcript, helping with a summary that cleans up what was said. Plus a follow-up email's been drafted so we can quickly contact Catherine. Next steps have also been identified, ready to be turned into tasks if required. Secondly, Field Agent decides what Salesforce should do with that information. Here's the existing opportunity, but let's refresh the page. Notice that 9 fields have changed automatically. Field Agent has interpreted the conversation in the context of this opportunity, recognized that the deal has progressed, extracted the revised budget, identified the buying authority, updated the sales methodology fields, and enriched the opportunity description, all without a single field being edited manually. The same experience works on the Vinton Mobile App, but here we'll do something different. Instead of updating an existing record, we're going to ask Vinton to create one entirely from a voice note.
Okay, I want you to create a new lead for me. I was talking to Dave Smith. He is interested in understanding a bit more about Vinton and how we can help his organization. They are a manufacturing organization. They're called Acme Manufacturing. Dave's role is specifically the VP of Sales, and he's very interested in understanding how Vinton could be helping them save time and streamline their operations, especially in terms of new prospects as well as existing clients' conversations captured on the fly. Dave's email address is dave@acmemanufacturing.com, and his telephone number is 07748 188 067. We met at a Salesforce event. So it was a big world tour here in London. And we agreed to meet again next week for a more structured demo, and he will involve his head of operations.
Now we've completed the note, we click on Sync to Salesforce. Again, the note will process. Field Agent has recognized the intent of the request, created a brand new lead, populated the relevant Salesforce fields, captured the transcript, summarized the interaction, drafted the follow-up and suggested next steps. Here's Dave Smith, the new lead. We have a summary of the conversation, we have the full transcript of what was said, the follow-up and the next steps. Again, the conversation hasn't just been recorded, it's become structured Salesforce data. Everything we've seen so far has happened within the context of a Salesforce record. The Vinton library gives you a second view, a complete history of your every Vinton recording. The library not only organises all information by different types of interactions, but also helps us dig deeper into this type of engagement and highlights things like time spent speaking, key topics that were mentioned, highlights like positive moments, coaching to help understand how good or fair of a job the host has done. In this example discovery call, Vinton is telling us that this person didn't do a great job in uncovering the budget and could have scored 15 more points if they had dug deeper into the budget information, the timeline, and confirming authority as well. Another aspect of the Vinton library is Ask Vinton. When this opens, you can interactively chat with Vinton and ask specific questions about that call. You also have the option to copy a share link, which enables you to share a meeting with someone outside of your Salesforce org. Now let's visit the Salesforce dashboard. Users have all activities captured in the Vinton library, but managers may want a more aggregated view across all the people in the team that are using Vinton. Our out-of-the-box dashboard captures a number of reports all natively in Salesforce. The dashboard captures both quantitative elements, like the number of meetings, the time spent speaking, but also qualitative elements as well. For example, we can see the records that were activated during a meeting and involved or touched in a conversation. We can also see dialogue and coaching stats. Now, before we end, you're probably wondering, how does Vinton know which fields to update? That's where Field Agent configuration comes in. Let's go to the Vinton admin panel and look at how Field Agent is configured to update individual fields on your records. Here's an example of updating an existing opportunity record. We can see the instructions here on when to update it, and then the super intuitive way in which we choose both the standard and non-standard fields and give instructions so that they are updated automatically with merge details, merge instructions logic, and output structure, an internal checklist and the guardrails on how to proceed with updating every specific field. If we return to our Vinton library, we can see that after this particular conversation, Field Agent updated some fields. We can see precisely what it updated. Vinton isn't just your average note taker. By adding everything into Salesforce, it builds a conversational data layer in your org, ready for AI agents.